From the gun, the running back has it. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out the work up front by that big defensive line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy. Trying to get him to the ground, that is a baller.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. Thompson wants to throw. Wide open downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Grab behind the line, it's Johns. He is going nowhere. On 2nd and long from the 10. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's picked off. That's number 10. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And we've called his name a lot, and that's interception number 6. That's 6. He just continues to find ways to find the football and make plays for this defense.
The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll send the back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they're after him! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Thompson to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to the ground. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
So now it's second and long. He'll do it himself. On the move at the 30. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He rifles one deep down the middle. Balls it in down the middle. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
What a throw on first down on the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an electrifying run. When you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs, Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy, no Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Looking for a gap. It's Johns. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Dogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's going to run it. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. Third down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up fourth.
Might be calling a hot route. Wide receiver going in motion. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's taking the shot. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Quarterback on the keeper. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Thompson wants to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Trying to turn the corner on the left. He's got the first down and more. Ripping through the defense. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And he's still running after the move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come better respond.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. Looking to buy time. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Washington. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Slips through the line. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. He wants to change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Runs through a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Crosses to 40. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. Inside. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
At the 35, he's open. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the Bulldogs want to move quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I like what this offense did. They run the option. They're good at it. They read it. They run the pitch. They get some positive yards. But more importantly, they set up a fourth and really short. They're successful in these situations most of the time.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Turning it on. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Michigan is running away with this one thanks to an offense that's been clicking in every facet of the game. They're up 14 over UConn. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This offense has to get this guy the ball. Play.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. The give on the inside. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. And the ball's loose in the backfield. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the 1st down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though, David. 5 points of pressure, right? Fingertips, palms, forearms, biceps, and chest. Moving forward in this game, got to do a better job because this defense, they're going to be trying to rip the ball free.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. The inside handoff. Fights off a defender. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They get to him as he throws.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to him on the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. caught in the backfield. It's Foster. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
At the 36. Now, 4th down.
We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
42, Georgia, 7.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in, the first down and more. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to take off. Smashes ahead. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a first down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they had eyeballs on him. And as soon as he took off, they ran to him, and they made sure they got him on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Georgia going up tempo. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the...
Big guy tries to barrel in. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Quarterback adapting. And he's knocked down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
And here's the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The give as they work on that clock. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Bring in the heat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Here's the handoff. Oh, what a move. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
But just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got room to work. Brings into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. When people around the country see this score, and I can't imagine why they wouldn't be watching this game, a top 10 victory against a higher-ranked team behind this running attack, that's going to command attention.
It's going to command attention for all the fans watching this game. It's going to command attention for the rest of the teams on their schedule too, David. They have proven today that they can get it done on the ground. They are big, they are physical, and they are tough to stop.
It's so fun to get this mid-season test to prove what you're worth, and especially being the underdog. Like, you've got them ranked ahead of us. Okay, we'll go out and show you. And I think they did it in a physical fashion. Fun to watch them run the football, have success, and prove they deserve to be ranked higher.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means.